BT's Body and Balance is sponsored by Canada Diagnostic Centres, offering MRI, X-ray, and ultrasound services in Calgary and Okotoks.
400,000 Canadians have glaucoma. According to the World Health Organization, it's the leading cause of blindness after cataracts. For Glaucoma Awareness Week, health specialist Leah Sarich is here now with how new technology is detecting disease 10 years in advance.
10 years in advance. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah,
it's incredible. So it's all about preventing damage when it comes to glaucoma, because once the damage is done in the eye, it is irreversible. So we have to keep that in mind. However, the good news is that 90% of those diagnosed early will retain their sight. So it's all about early detection. So I spoke with optometrist Leah Sarich about what exactly is going on with glaucoma.
Glaucoma is a chronic eye disease that damages the optic nerve. The optic nerve has fibers that connect various parts of the eye to the brain, and when those get damaged, we end up losing our peripheral or side vision, and in the later stages, we lose our central vision.
So that's what's going on. So most forms of glaucoma are asymptomatic, so they don't show any symptoms at all. So it's really important to see your optometrist annually to look for it. And this is what they're going to do when you go to that annual exam. So they're going to go and use this, what's called an OCT machine at your regular exam. So this technician will scan your eye. You can see there that the scan took about 10 seconds.
Right.
And what it does is it takes precise measurements of the optic nerve in the eye, which tells us how healthy those nerves are. And if they're damaged, then it's very clear that you've got glaucoma. And again, you're not going to have any symptoms, so you won't know that you have it. But what they can do then is they can treat it.
Glaucoma cannot be cured, but it can be treated. There are 3 different forms of treatment, and those include drug modalities such as using eye drops, laser treatments, and surgery. Damage that's already been done is irreversible, but the goal of treatment is really to slow down and arrest progression of the disease. Because if it's left undetected, glaucoma can lead to blindness.
And of course, this is what we're trying to avoid, is this vision loss. So there, Fair is going over the results with me, and it's really quite simple. So again, the machine's picking up the disease 10 years in advance of the symptoms. So after your scan, your optometrist will run down the results with you, like she's doing with me here. And in this case, you can see right there, that's a little band of optic nerve right there that she's pointing to. And she would be able to see if any of those nerves were damaged in that band. And then you would know if you've got glaucoma. What she'll also do, as you can see here, is show you the effect on your visual field. So you can see in that little circle there, it was fuzzy. So that's what would happen to you if you had glaucoma. So you'd be able to show you that on this machine. So it's pretty cool.
Let's talk about risk factors.
Right, so that's the other thing you can do, is know your risk factors for glaucoma. So several of them. Number 1, increased pressure in the eye. So again, this is something that your optometrist will check when you go for that annual exam. Your age, ethnicity, anatomy of the eye itself. So some people just have eyes that are a funny shape that may contribute to glaucoma. Trauma to the eye, so if you've had something bad happen to your eye in the past, that can increase your risk. Certain diseases can put you at risk. So diabetes is one of them, sickle cell anemia is another. And something else to consider is if you're taking prednisone for various things, that can certainly put you at higher risk. So it's really important to know what your risks are and then really get that annual checkup at the optometrist. People don't often do this because that annual exam is not covered by Alberta Health. However, if you go to your exam and they find something that looks suspicious and they need you to come back for further investigation, that then becomes a medically necessary visit. And those, in fact, are covered by Alberta Health.
But you should be going
And you
every
really
year.
should every year, because you don't want to end up with glaucoma and you won't know you have it again because it has no symptoms.
Okay, breakfasttelevision.ca.
Yes.
More information on your blog.
On the blog, you bet.
Health specialist Leah Sarich, thank you for that.
You're very welcome.
We're going to check in with